Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you all know, my channel is normally about my art, my graffiti, and my music. But today I wanted to give you guys a helpful video on how to go decaf. I'm sure it seems like a daunting task. It's super early in the morning, so I'm still in leggings, you know what I mean? So please forgive me if my brain is not quite there yet. So, going decaf. So yes, it can be, and that's my pit bull. So you're probably gonna see some pit bull, maybe some cat, you know, it's all good stuff. It's all good. So may seem kind of daunting. All right, here's the cat. Nice to meet you, yeah. And I don't want to say that it's gonna be a quick process because it's not. Now maybe there's other YouTube videos about, you know, getting it done in like 3 weeks or getting it done in 3 days or doing it just today, just going decaf just today. So good for them. They probably got some really good tips. You should watch that video also. But that is not this video. So this video is going to be a slow process that focuses on your quality of life, because I don't know about you, but I don't really like headaches and I don't really like stomach aches and I don't really like all the stuff that comes with going decaf. Because that was my main concern, because I was in law school and homie, you do not have time for headaches and all this shenanigans in law school. Like, no ma'am, no. I wanted to do it slow. I wanted to just be able to do it and not really see the side effects. So how do you do that? Okay, so number one, what I did was I drank 1 cup of coffee a day, all right? So you decide if you normally drink 3, that will be your base number, okay? So what I did was, since I drank 1 cup of coffee each day, I added a cup of coffee. See, quality of life. This is the pit bull. So this is Mr. Remington, and he's just, all right, you just sit in the middle. All right, so I'll just talk over the pit bull. But anyway, so I added, can you lay down? So I mean, this was kind of gonna be about like how to help the people, not really helping you out with your facial here. So how do you know where the camera is my question. Okay, and he's gonna itch. All right. Add 1 cup of coffee, okay? And here's why I say that. You have your normal caffeinated coffee cup in the morning, okay? To run you through Monday, right? Then in the afternoon, you've got your decaf cup, all right? So what you're slowly gonna do over time, and I'm talking over time, like add your decaf cup for a week, right? Then the next week, you kind of, you only do 3/4 of your caffeinated cup, but you still keep the whole cup of caffeine. Of decaf, okay? So 3/4 of a cup of caffeinated, 1 cup decaf for that next week, okay? Then you slowly minimize how much caffeine you're drinking in that first cup, okay? If you want to, you can mix them. So let's say you're down to 1/2 cup of coffee in the mornings, but you really like your morning cup of coffee. Well, just brew some decaf and then mix them, right? So that's kind of what I would do. So then once I got to like, I don't know, week 4 or week 5, and I have none of my caffeinated coffee. Now, if you still feel a headache coming on, something like that, keep that caffeine. Like, keep the remainder of the caffeine. I don't care if it's like, I had 2 drops of my caffeinated, but I feel like if I go to 1 drop, I'm gonna get a headache. Okay, so then keep the 2 drops. Like, don't do that to yourself. If you're a mom, if you're a nurse, if you're a, like, whatever, if you're an accountant, it doesn't matter. Going to work is hard, okay? Going to school is hard. Doing homeschooling and all of this, like we're having to do with COVID, all of that is hard. If you are not sleeping, you probably are doing something a little bit difficult, right? So that's what I would say is I would not chance the headache. So that's kind of what I would do, is if I feel a headache coming on, no, then we're going back up, you know, in caffeine, because I'm not having that, you know. Plus you're doing this to be healthy. So, or whatever the reason is, I did it to be healthy. So if I'm getting a headache and I have to take a toxic ibuprofen or, you know, a toxic pill to deal with my symptoms, I'd rather just take the caffeine. You know, at the end of the day, step one is slowly minimize your caffeine intake while you're increasing your decaf intake. Okay, so step two, now that we have just decaf, now we're doing solely decaf, okay? The second step, if you want to just do step one, just do step one. There you go. You've done really good. Congratulations. You know what I mean? So if you just want to do step one, do it. Props, okay? If you want to go a little further, you can do step two. So I went to a coffee shop the other day and I said, oh, can I just get the decaf, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, can I tell you a secret? And I was like, you know, being a lawyer, I was like, well, do I need witnesses? Do I need to call my mom so she can overhear this? Like, what is happening? And she's like, okay, our decaf, it kind of tastes like dirty socks. And also it has half the caffeine that caffeinated coffee has. So I was like, okay. And she's like, so I can make you a normal coffee just with half the caffeine. It wouldn't taste like dirty socks and you'd have the same amount of caffeine, which I'm glad that she didn't want to sell me like dirty sock coffee. Like, I'm all about it, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was I've been drinking decaf coffee this whole time thinking I'm no calf when I am just half calf. So I've been getting half the caffeine this whole time. Like, pissed. You know what I mean? So step two is to make sure your decaf coffee is no calf, because I had went through this whole debacle trying to get caffeine out only to have half of the caffeine still coming back to me. Like, what the flip? Not, you know, because that was a wake-up call. I decided to go a step further. So what I would normally drink is this coffee, okay? So it says it's decaf. I have not researched how much caffeine's in it. I don't know, okay? But I've been getting it at Sprouts because it's water processed, and normally to get the caffeine out, they have to like process it with a bunch of like chemicals. So I really like this water processed. It's 13 bucks at Sprouts. So it is expensive, but I thought, you know, if I'm taking out the chemicals of the decaf process, I should be pretty good, you know? But I don't know how much caffeine's in this because it says decaf. But then again, the lady at the coffee shop, she made me really question, okay, well, am I really doing no calf, or am I just doing half calf? So after that, I said, okay, I really need to focus on what decaf coffee I'm drinking. So fast forward, I had been drinking this. And I had also heard people say, oh, just drink tea, just drink tea. But I don't know if y'all like me, tea don't get it. Like tea, no. Like tea is not filling, it's not smooth, it's not full, like tasting. It's just not, I love tea. Don't get me wrong, I love tea. I love tea in the afternoons, but it does not substitute my coffee. I love my coffee. So whenever anybody would be like, oh, just drink black tea in the mornings. No, just no. Well, I recently had some abdominal spasms. I had some issues, some health issues. So I thought, okay, I can't drink any caffeine. And I don't know how much caffeine is in my decaf. So I can't even drink my coffee. Not to mention, they say that coffee's super acidic, which may have been the cause of my problems. I don't know. I still know what the cause of my problems are. Nonetheless, I found a tea that is wonderful. It is a great substitute for coffee. I never thought I would be saying this as a coffee lover and as a lifelong coffee drinker. I never thought I'd be saying this, but I found a substitute that is epic. And none of these brands are paying me to do any of this stuff. I mean, you know, if you would like to pay me, you know, just let me know, man. Like, send me a comment or a message or whatever, you let me know. Like, I will take your money. Ticino, or however you say it. The box actually tells you how to say it somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, Ticino. It is chicory root tea that is coffee flavored. So it says it's naturally caffeine free, natural energy boost, which we'll talk about that later. But acid free, all this stuff. It's a prebiotic, so apparently it's good for your gut. It is full tasting, and I think you coffee drinkers kind of know what I'm talking about. Full tasting. So you just, it's smooth. There's substance to it. It's not like you're just drinking flavored water. Like it's actually very full, and it's very smooth, and it tastes like coffee. Now you guys comment below if this is processed in any way, that it, you know, if there's any sort of like chemicals that I don't know about or anything, but this is good stuff. It is really good. It comes in like tea bags, which, you know, for your coffee drinkers is like, come on, really? I'm drinking tea? Dude, please try it. Like, it's actually really good, like legit. It also comes in bag form. See? Bag form. It comes in, what form would this be? Loose. You could just put it in your pour over or your coffee machine or whatever. It is good, y'all. It is so good. So, that's where I'm at currently. I just drink my Ticino every day. Yeah, I have a problem when we go on road trips that I can't really drink much. I mean, I got a chai tea latte the other day, and that was delicious. Because I always thought that was like a green, like smoothie sludge thing, and I was like, no, if I go to Starbucks, I'm getting me some coffee. I don't even play. But it's actually really good, and it was spicy. So that is my journey. That is what I would recommend for you to do, is just lessen. First step, lessen the amount of caffeine over weeks and weeks and weeks. Do not go through all the headaches and the migraines and stuff. Take your time doing it. Take your time. Second thing I would do is I would research your decaf coffee to see if it's actually decaf or if everybody's just lying to you. And then the third thing is I would pick up some Ticino. I think you're going to be very happy with the result. Also, you know, I put heavy cream in my Ticino. I also have this keto creamer. This is like $6, so it's kind of expensive. All of this health food stuff is kind of expensive, but you pay out of your pocket instead of paying out of your, like, spleen. I mean, really, you know, you're doing it for your health. So, like, I guess you pick your price. You know what I mean? Either monetarily or, like, physically. And then I use stevia in the raw. But the Ticino is so good. I used to put this in my coffee, and I used to put, like, 2 tablespoons in my coffee. But after I got the Ticino, I don't really feel it's necessary, to be honest. So I don't use stevia in my Ticino. So, those are my products. That is my info. Let me know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I would love to know your favorite coffee, your favorite health food, your favorite health store. I love all, like, this health stuff. I just think it's so great. So as the person who has, like, health problems currently with, like, abdominal spasms, but still be healthy and do healthy things. I think that's pretty good. Like, subscribe, comment. Don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment. Be true to yourself. See ya.